Yeah. Once again, back is the incredible business credit builder. Yeah. Okay. Today we're going to be talking about business credit for truck drivers. Okay. And I decided to do this one because there's a bunch of truck drivers out there that could use business credit because they could use access to funding and defer expenses, right? So that's why we're going to do that, right? Truck drivers in the building, stand up. Don't mind me, y'all. All right. My name is Noel A. Booker Sr., CEO of Business Credit Builder.us LLC. Peep out the contact info, got my phone, got my email at noel@businesscreditbuilder.us. And I'm going to give you these websites that's going to start with businesscreditbuilder.us. Then I'm going to give you a slash and whatever it is that I'm going to tell you to go to, right? So we got the first button is the free guide. How you can get a free guide on how to build business credit. You do that by going to slash free guide, right? Now, the blue button is how you can get a free business credit consultation. You would go, and the free business credit consultation is when you want to talk to me about the services that we provide, right? And at the end of this presentation, if y'all want, I'll go over the services that we provide and what it takes, right? The red button is if you think you qualify for funding now or after this webinar, then you can go to the get approved for funding button, which is slash get funding. It says businesscreditbuilder.us slash get funding. Okay. Truckers are suffering. Hell yeah. Gas prices been up, but luckily they've been going down. But still, food prices are up like crazy, right? So them food prices, that's what we're waiting for to go down now, right? Okay, so gas is crucial for truckers, right? Crucial. Can't do business without gas, right? And gas costs money. It's hard for them to survive. So having business credit can help. It will allow you to fill up and make your haul. Okay. So business, you can use business credit in different ways, right? But for truck drivers, the main thing is the gas. And so when you don't get paid until you finish the load, but in order to get the load done, you need that gas, right? So that's how business credit can help you. You get the gas before you drop the load, right? On credit, and then you pay it once you got paid for dropping that load, right? That way, that money you spent for gas, you don't have to spend it for gas, right? You use the gas on credit. So that frees up some money for you, right? Okay, Business Credit Builder can help. Regardless of where you are, when it comes to business credit, we can help. So if you're starting from scratch and got bad personal credit, we can help. If you already got your business set up and you need help knowing how to build up your business credit, we can help, okay? Our systematic process is the secret sauce to getting and building business credit, okay? See, we keep up with the market trends, right? So we know what vendors to go to already to help you build your business credit. Here's an example. WEX used to be a good place to go where you can get gas cards without a personal guarantee, but they no longer do that. And WEX is one of the largest supplier of fleet cards. So they have many different companies that used to be on our list and is no longer on our list because now they only do personal guarantee for their business cards. Okay, but we can still help. First, you got to have a fundable foundation, okay, which is basically setting up your business correctly to have your business credible in the eyes of the lender. First, you have to make sure your business is set up credible in the eyes of the lender, regardless of the size of your business. Starting with the foundation, these are the basic standards, okay? This is the basic standards for doing this, okay? The fundable foundation, this includes having a separate, consistent business contact information, including a business name spelled the exact same way every time, everywhere. Exactly. Okay. Now, this is where most people make their mistakes. All right. This is where they make their mistakes by not having a fundable foundation, which is all the easy stuff. And I'm going to tell you, having a fundable foundation is the most important piece. And a lot of people mess that up. You see, when you fill out an application, you're going through about 2 different processes. First, you fill out the stuff on the application, right? And on the application, there are different fields. And each field, they're doing something, right? And this application, this is like the smell test. This is what I like to call it, the smell test, right? Is because they're just trying to see if you're credible, if you're going to qualify. So that every application is going to be a little bit different because they're trying to see if you will qualify by giving these basic answers. They're trying to see if you are credible and if you qualify by some basic answers, right? So the name, all that stuff, name, address. They might ask you how much you make per month, and different stuff, how many employees you got. They're trying to see if you're going to qualify, right? And a lot of people just don't get through the qualification process and actually get considered. So first, they're going to look at everything on this application just to see if everything is in line, if you might qualify, and that's the smell test. And then they're going to forward to the next department, which is going to actually do some calculations to see if you qualify. So some people don't even pass the smell test, the basic stuff that's on the application, okay? Okay, you also need an EIN number. Okay, so the first thing is to get yourself a business name, right? That's what I did, bro. That's what we did right there. Okay, so then you need to make sure you got an EIN number. Y'all already know that though, right? You cannot build business credit without an EIN number, and do not pay for a EIN number. The EIN number is free. You must incorporate, okay? You incorporate at the Secretary of State. You go to the IRS to get your EIN number, okay? You're also going to need a DUNS number, which is absolutely free. You get that from Dun & Bradstreet, okay? Dun & Bradstreet is the largest business credit reporting agency that there is out there, okay? You have to separate your bank account. So you have to have your separate bank account with a business bank account with the business name on it, spelled exactly, with the address spelled exactly like it is on the certificate from the Secretary of State that you get, okay? You need a professional website. And when you have this professional website, because they will look for your website in nowadays and times, they're going to go to Google, they're going to put your business name in there, and hopefully they find you. And when they do find you, they're going to skip over that nice and pretty homepage you got, right? Then they're going to go straight to the contact page, and they're going to check the name, the telephone, and the address, and they're going to make sure that it's matching up to what you put on that application. So now they're trying to catch you slipping. You see? Okay. You need a business email with the same URL as your website. So do not communicate with lenders using a free email service like Gmail, Yahoo. Don't do that. You need to use like something like your name at yourbusinessname.com. That's what the lenders want to see you communicate with. You need a business phone number listed with the National 411 directory. Now, this phone number needs to be a local number, and it needs to be listed. You cannot use your cell phone number or your home number as your main business number. Okay? Can't do it. So my suggestion is to use Freedom Voice to get a local number, right? You get a local number and you list it with National 411 directory. Freedom Voice will do that for $9.95. They'll give you that local number for $9.95 a month, and they will list it for $3 a month. Okay. They will also give you an 800 number and a fax number for under $20 a month. That's Freedom Voice. You can go to /vendors, VENDORS, vendors, and you can get a link to the information for Freedom Voice. Okay. All right. The fundable foundation. You need to have a business address. There are 3 options for selecting your business address. There are no options after these 3. Okay. The first option is the brick and mortar, a storefront, right? But a lot of people don't have storefronts, which is okay. You definitely need a place where you can accept packages. The second option is to have a virtual office address. Now, a lot of people use the virtual office address because they don't want to use their home address for their business. They want to keep that separate because they got their family at home. They're not trying to share their location like that, right? That's understandable. You got to protect your family at the house, right? Or even just if you by yourself, some people just don't want to share their location. That's okay. So they use the virtual office address, and they could do that for as low as $50 a month. Okay. You can also go to /vendors in order to get that information. All right. For a matter of fact, I think I got a slide on that. Hold on. No. Okay. Anyway, my go-to for the virtual office address is Da Vinci virtual office, right? Da Vinci will set you up a proper business address for as low as $50 a month. Okay. You can find that information on /vendors as well. You'll see a telephone number, a person's name to ask for, and explicit instructions on how to order the correct product, because not all virtual office address places do it correctly. Some of these virtual office places, they'll give you the same address that they gave 100 other businesses. You don't want that. You want a unique business address. And if you follow the instructions on /vendors, you'll be straight. Okay. Okay, after building the foundation, we can help you find lenders and financing options that will work best for your needs. Okay. Why you need help? Well, the trucking industry, for one, is a high risk industry. Per the SIC, which is the Standard Industrial Classification, and the NAS codes, which is the North American Industry Classification System standards. So when you set up your Secretary of State, you have to select your NAS code, right? And in selecting your NAS code, you might be a high risk. Truck driving is a high risk industry to them, right? And to lenders. Lenders use the SIC codes and the NAS codes to determine how risky your business is. Okay. Unfortunately for truck drivers, y'all are high risk. Or an industry that may engage in a lot of cash transactions, right? Or high risk. Traditional banks and loans don't always work well for high risk industries. Okay. Actually, banks don't work well for a lot of industries because of their high restrictions and guidelines. Over 89% of business applications are denied by the big banks, subject to stricter underwriting guidelines. Okay. So when the bank says no, and they will, we can help you. Okay. Alternative lenders may be the best. We also have options through business credit building. So businesses in general do not get their funding from the commercial banks, right? Business funding in general, 80% of all business funding are from alternative lenders and not the commercial banks. So when the bank says no, we can help, okay? Because like alternative lenders specialize in one or two things, right? It might be cash flow funding. It might be equipment funding. See, there are companies out there that only do specific things. Like the commercial bank, they have a whole bunch of different products, right? And so the alternative lenders can help small businesses the best. But it's hard to find those because they don't have a store, a location in every neighborhood. So you have to find them. They're hard to find, alternative lenders, okay? Let me go in here and see what we got in the chat box. We got Collier Trucking checking in. And we got Jimmy, the TA, North American Business Consulting in Houston, Texas, checking in. All right, I'm glad y'all are checking in up in here. All right. Y'all feel free to ask questions if you need to. At the end, you'll have chances to ask questions as well. Get the credit lines you need, okay? Now, with business credit, you could get fleet cards, you could get tires, maintenance, job tools, jacks, covers, straps, right? Retail accounts, office supplies, and more to help you defer the cost, right? Sometimes you need the stuff before you deliver it. To get the delivery done, you need something done. This is how you do it with business credit, okay? Easy peasy. And it's easy to get this business credit, okay? Let me show you 27 killer ways to get cash for your business. Just go to this link that's on here. That's businesscreditbuilder.us/27-killer-ways, right? And you can get that free download, okay? I'm always trying to give you some info. Okay, now this is important right here. This is what you really need to know. when you are approaching or thinking about getting funds for your business, you need to think of the 3 C's: cash flow, credit, and collateral. Now, if you have all of these 3 C's, then you could possibly qualify for an SBA loan. The SBA loan is the best place for a business to get money. The reason being is they give you a bunch of money. The interest rate is low as hell, and they spread it over time, okay? So the SBA loans are the best, but most don't qualify, okay? So if you have 2 of these 3 C's, then you could possibly qualify for a term loan. If you have 1 of these 3 C's, depending on the 3 C's that you, 1 of the 3 C's that you do have, then there's money available depending on 1 of the 3 C's. There's some stuff I can hook you up on, right? Now, if you have none of these 3 C's, then that's when you start with business credit. And as you build business credit, you get access to more and more money. See, so starting business credit from scratch, let's say you got bad credit right now, bad personal credit right now, you don't have no business credit, but you need some access to some funding, you need some help, right? I'm gonna tell you, with our program, within a week, I can get you business credit cards. I can get you fuel cards, okay, within a week, okay? It can be done, okay? So let's go back over these 3 C's real quick. Cash flow, you got merchant cash advances, gig worker. I don't know why I got all this stuff up there. Cash flow. Cash flow is the money that's coming in, right? So the 3 C's that you need to have, that you're looking, that the lenders look at, is cash flow. They want to know what money is coming through your bank, right? How often you're getting money. That's what they want to see, right? They want to see money coming through your bank. Credit, they're going to look at your personal credit and your business credit, all right? Collateral, they want to see that you have something that can offset what you are borrowing, okay? Okay. Get the financing you need: credit lines, secure loans, SBA, all right? You can get credit lines once you got business credit. You can get loans. You can get an SBA loan, all right? Let me talk about equipment financing. Equipment financing is, there are companies that all they do is equipment financing, buying equipment for your business. And trucks are considered equipment, okay? Trucks are equipment, right? The tractor, right? Use a loan or lease purchase or borrow hard assets for your business: trucks, box trucks, sprinter vans, flatbeds, vans, buses. You can buy this stuff without providing your social, okay? And it not be reflected on your social. You just have to have strong business credit, all right? Now, this you can't get next week if you're starting from scratch. You got to build up your business credit, and it takes time to build up your business credit, no doubt. I'm not trying to give you no pipe dreams or nothing like that, all right? But it can be done. And not everybody can build business credit. I ain't gonna lie, because you have to be, you got to do some administrative stuff. Not everybody can do administrative stuff, right? I'm just saying. But it's some simple stuff. And you got to be patient to build business credit, okay? Okay. Here goes some stuff for y'all to know. Equipment financing. There are 3 types of equipment financing, right? You can finance it straight up. You must have at least 1 year in business You may get approved even with credit challenges. So if you got some business credit, there are situations out there for you, okay? You won't need financials to secure equipment financing, okay? There's also equipment leasing. You can lease equipment. It's easy to upgrade equipment after lease ends, okay? You need to be 1 year in business and have a FICO score of 620 to do a lease, okay? Now, there's equipment sale lease backs, okay? If you already own your equipment and you need some money, you can use it as collateral for financing. You sell equipment to a lender. You sell your truck to a lender and you lease it back from them. You keep your truck, all right? You sell equipment to a lender, you get cash you need, you lease it back to them and you keep the truck, and then you regain title when the lease ends. And this is covered under the Section 179 tax savings. So what that means is you can expense a lease, so your taxes will be lower. Okay, so this helps you out, defer income, and have your tax, your profit. You know, you're taxed on your profit, right? So if you can put your lease payments as an expense, then that helps you. Okay, normally your a loan payment is not an expense. It's a payment on a liability that you have and is not in your expenses. Okay, that's more accounting stuff right there. I'm not going to touch on that accounting stuff too tough, but the bottom line is the lease back helps you with your taxes, right? Okay. Business credit builder. We know the lending cycles. Who tends to lend more and when, and what they are looking for when it comes to approvals. Okay. Business credit builder keeps you from wasting time blindly applying with lenders for loans you do not qualify for. So we have hundreds of legitimate lenders and vendors, and we know exactly what they need in order to qualify you before you apply. So if you do this on your own, you'll go to vendors, fill out application, then they might deny you, right? With us, you know exactly when to apply because you know what their qualifications are. If you do this on your own, you call up these vendors and say, what do I need to qualify? They're gonna say, fill out this application. And I'm gonna tell you if you qualify, okay? So that's why we help you. We save time. We know exactly which directions you need to go to. So you're not just wasting time throwing darts at companies, trying to see if you qualify. Right? We have business credit specialists that have their finger on the pulse of the industry. Okay. Okay, so business credit builder saves time and money. We help determine which lenders and which loans can help you right now. Okay. And for all your truck drivers, if you're starting from scratch from zero, with no personal credit, no business credit, I can get you set up and have you a gas card in a week. Okay, no doubt about it. Okay, summary. Cash flow. There are ways to get money just by your cash flow. Just because you got money coming through your bank, you don't even need to have business credit for this. There's also a hybrid credit line program that we have You can find that information on my website at businesscreditbuilder.us. Or actually, you can find this hybrid stuff at /getfunding, right? There's a video to let you know about the hybrid. So if you got good personal credit right now, you need access to money, the credit line hybrid program is good for you. With this is good for startup businesses and businesses that have good personal credit, where you need at least a 685 FICO score to make this happen. Okay, there's more details on at /getfunding. Okay, we have loan situations. If you have collateral, if you got your truck, if you own your truck, right, we can do the lease back and get you access to funding, get you out of the rut that you might be in. We have access to equipment financing. These are companies that all they do is equipment financing. This is how I found out about business credit. One of my clients was a truck driver. He had a trucking company, right? And then if you don't have none of this stuff here, then you can start. If you're from scratch and don't have jack, then you can start with business credit. You build up your business credit and you get access to more money as you build your business credit. Business Credit Builder, powered by the Finance Suite. That's what we use. Our system is called the Business Credit Builder, which is powered by the Business Finance Suite, okay? And the Business Finance Suite is the #1 selling business credit software that helps you build up your business credit, right? Simple. Okay, get your free business finance assessment to discover your optimal path to improve fundability, build business credit, and get business loans. How you schedule your assessment is you go to /consult. Okay, that's the same thing. You use my scheduler and schedule an appointment to get an assessment. All right, /consult. Make sure you get your free guide at /free guide. And if you think you qualify for a loan right now, then just go to /getfunding and you can see some options there. Okay, so I hope y'all got that information there. Now, in the case does anybody got any questions about this stuff? Are y'all good on that stuff? What up? We good? Okay. Y'all pretty quiet throughout this whole thing, and I didn't really go over a bunch of stuff. I gave y'all some basic stuff.
Hi,
But
I have a question.
All right, who's that?
Mylisha.
Mylisha. All right. What's your question, Mylisha?
So I wanted to know about I saw a replay, and I wanted to know about your discounted, what is it? It's all 3 credit reporting agencies for the business.
Right. So for my clients, and we're building a business credit, there'll be a time in the place that you have to pull your business credit reports, right? And, I only tell my clients to pull their business credit reports when I know there's something to look at on there, right? So some people say, all right, pull your business credit reports, knowing that ain't nothing on there. So I'm not going to tell you to just pull them when there's nothing on there. But when we know there's something on there, there are 3 business credit reporting agencies. We have a program that costs $25 a month to get access to all 3 business credit reporting agencies. If you do this on your own, they charge you about $100 a piece. Dun & Bradstreet, Experian, and Equifax. They charge you about $100 a piece each month to access your business credit reports. So we charge you $25 a month to access all 3. We have a situation with NAV. We have like a volume discount situation with them, so that we have these custom reports that pull just the information that we need to do what we need to do, to look at your trade lines to see which ones are reporting on time, to see what the limits are on your trade lines. We're counting the trade lines. And these are the things that we need to do. So we have a custom relationship with them to provide you a discount for the stuff that you need. And you need those business credit reports. Did I answer that question, Mylisha?
Yes, I also wanted to know, like NAV has the reporting option. Do you offer that as well?
I do not offer reporting, right? Because you have to be under strict guidelines and restrictions in order to even be able to report. Okay, so you have to have like hundreds of thousands of accounts and all this type of stuff. So I'm not reporting. NAV does have some situation that they do report. I got a couple clients that have that particular NAV account, but I think that thing costs $50 a month. And you don't need that, okay? But some people go ahead and get that because, you know, it reports or whatever, but you don't need it. You can spend the $25 a month and get the information that you need, okay? All right.
Yes, that makes sense. I just wanted to know if there was an option for being becoming a trade line to report as well.
Yeah, that one's hard, the becoming a trade line, yeah. Now you can always
Thank
use
you.
companies as a reference, okay? And you get a letter from these companies as a reference, and you can upload that to your business credit reporting agencies. And it's on your credit report as a reference, and those are good. Okay. So that's for the companies that do not report, but you're paying them regularly and on time, then those are good references for you. Okay. Any more questions? Mylisha had the only question for today. What? Don't let me have to call y'all out. Wayne, you ain't got no question, Wayne? Mr. Seti?
Yeah, I do have a question.
All right, what up, Wayne?
What's going on? So as far as trade lines are concerned, starting out, you know, with fairly shaky credit, I heard about like companies like I think it's Quill. And how long should I have a trade line like Quill on my account to go to something like a gas card?
Okay. Quill's not going to go away. You can make one transaction with them and it's going to be there. The thing to know about Quill is that it's going to take 90 days to even get on your credit report. Okay. But once it's there, it ain't going nowhere. Now, using your trade lines is good because the lenders like to see the credit that you have that you use. And when you use it, you pay it, right? But you're not even at that step yet. You need to have 5 net 30 accounts. Quill is one of them. Before you can go to revolving accounts. You really need to be at a revolving accounts because the revolving accounts impact your credit score more than the net 30 accounts. So the net 30 accounts like the Quill, those are mainly used to create your business credit profile so that you can go get the accounts that you do need. Now you need access to gas card right away. So Pilot Flying J, they're gonna hook you up right away. All right, that's a free one. I ain't gonna tell y'all that no more.
Okay.
That's a free one right there. All right. All right. Boom. Anybody else got a question? Go ahead, Matt Wayne.
I got another
more?
one
Go ahead.
With that Pilot Flying J, do they need my my social security for that?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm telling you what's up, yo. Right away, you can go to Pilot Flying J and get a card, yo. But you need to have the business set up properly. And it seems like you do. You got that Quill thing going, right? So boom.
Okay.
I gave you a good free one. Don't tell nobody I
I
ain't giving you
appreciate
nothing. All right.
it. Got you.
All right. Anybody else got a question? That was a good one too. Anybody got some more questions? And y'all know on my blog, which is businesscreditbuilders.us/blog, I got a whole bunch of free information that I can't put in these webinars. There's like so much stuff up in there, it's ridiculous. It's like remarkable. Okay, so check out that. I got social medias and stuff, but the real spot is the YouTube channel. There's a whole bunch of stuff on the YouTube where I'm teaching you how to build business credit, right? This one was just telling you about the business credit for truck drivers, but there are other webinars that I have that actually teach you how to build business credit, okay? All right, anybody else got a question? Let me see. Crystal, what up? Crystal C, Cowboys in the building. Collier, Elizabeth, what up? Miss Miller, Carol, what up? Mackenzie, what up? I'm just calling y'all out. What? Okay, anybody else got any more questions before we get out of here? We good?
One more. I got one more.
All right, run it.
So how do my personal credit need to look as far as my business credit is concerned? I know they're both separate, but do I need to have that in order also?
Well, I'll tell you this. You can get access to money with just business credit, right?
Right.
But it's going to be limited. I ain't going to lie. It's not like you're going to get $1 million just having business credit, right? So you should be working on your personal credit. Your personal credit should be up to around 685. All right. So if you can work on
You
that.
help with that also?
Huh? No, I don't do the personal credit.
Okay.
I specialize in just business credit, right? But I just know some basic personal credit stuff. But I would be suggesting to business owners to work on, let's say you starting from scratch, ain't got jack, right? Start working on your business credit because that takes some time. And also at the same time, start working on your personal credit because that's going to help, right? That's going to help out dramatically. Sometimes you might, you can get access to some funds with that personal credit when you're in a bind, right? But that business credit, coupled with that personal credit, as a truck driver, you're going to be good as hell and be able to separate, right? So that you're not, you see, you don't really want to go and use your personal credit to do your business. You shouldn't have to do that. That's for emergency shit right there, all right? To use your personal credit for your business because you want to be able to access your personal when you got some personal needs. That's what your personal credit is for you personally, right? You don't want that messed up because you didn't made a bad purchase with your business credit or your credit is used up because you made a business purchase. When you have some personal needs, like you need to buy a house, you need to buy a personal car to get your wife around, the kids, stuff, that home stuff, that basic necessity stuff comes from your home, your personal credit. The business stuff should be separated and the business stands on its own 2 feet.
You don't want to commingle.
That's right. You don't want to commingle. Sometimes we got to do that though, right?
Right.
But you make your business choices, right? You got to make boss moves. Boss moves are not simple, right? Boss moves are hard to make because somebody hurts when we're making boss moves. Okay. All right. Let's see. We got let's see. We got some more stuff up in here. Let's see what we got. Frederick says he ain't got no questions. Cool beans. All right. And I do these webinars about once a week. Okay, about once a week, and that's when you can ask me whatever question you want. And sometimes you get some free jewels like that, you know, like the one I just gave homie, right? Sometimes you get some free jewels. So these live webinars, these when you get questions answered, okay? Collier says, what do you think about the A to B card? A to B card, I'm not familiar with that card. A to B card, is that a gas card? I'm not familiar with that card.
Yeah, I think it's a gas card. I think you have to put a deposit down though.
Oh, word, it could be one of those. It kind of looks familiar. It kind of reminds me that it's a new account that's on my list, and I have not gone in it, and I may not have gone in it because it had on there they need a personal guarantee. So I only look for the stuff that don't need a personal guarantee for my clients, right? Because we can get the shit done without a personal guarantee. Sometimes you got to use the personal guarantee. Sometimes these gas cards require you to put $500 down, right?
I was just about to ask you about that. I got a one. Are you familiar with Wex?
Yeah, Wex, they only do personal guarantees now.
Right.
And Wex handles a bunch of cards.
Yeah, the one that I was looking at, it said I had to put like a minimum of $500 down.
Yeah, that's the Wex joint. They're gonna want you to put $500 down. Now, sometimes, depending on your situation, putting that $500 down to get that card is gonna be a double whammy for you. It's a double good for you, or it's a double win. It's a win-win. Okay, if you have the availability to have that 500 just sitting like that, because it's gonna do a couple things for you. It's gonna be able to offset some fuel expenses, right? Until you get paid. And also it's going to help build up your business credit. Okay. So if you're in a situation to do that, I would be recommending that if you're in a situation to do that and you can't qualify for the ones with no personal guarantee or don't need a cash deposit, right?
Do they report automatically to like Duns and Bradstreet and Equifax and Experian?
Well, for each vendor, you have to ask them who they report to.
Okay.
And also another question which you would ask them is when they report. Okay, so knowing when they report and who they report to is good, because some vendors, if you buy the item and pay for the item in the same month, they won't report.
Okay.
Okay, so I got a strategy for that. Here goes another bless. My strategy for those situations, to avoid those situations, I buy my items. Well, this one, you know, you'll buy gas sporadically any time of the month, but in general, I use this. I buy my item at the end of the month, like the 25th of the month. Now, most companies report at the end of the month, the last day of the month, like the 30th, right? So most of them report at the end of the month. So if I got a vendor that I know who they report to and when they report at the end of the month, I'll buy my item about the 25th. And then when they report on the end of the month, I owe. You want that, right? So you had the item for 5 days, they send in the report, I owe. Then I'm gonna pay it in the first week of the next month. But I'm gonna pay it within 14 days. Because when you pay an item within 14 days, the report that they send in is he paid early. If you pay between the 15th day and the 30th day, the report that they send in says he paid on time. If you pay on the 31st day, the report they send in says he paid late. So that's like a strategy I use to make sure that, you know, those vendors that don't report if when you buy it and pay it in the same month, some people trying to be fast and be on it, but sometimes not understanding messes you up, right? So you might think you got a trade
Right.
line, that thing never hits. You see?
I want to go back to something you were talking about, like right when I got on about the truck finance.
Okay.
Like right now, I got a business account. I drive. I'm a 1099 contractor, so everything, my paycheck goes into my business account, right?
Okay.
And then basically what I do is I transfer money from my business account to my personal account to like pay my bills. Is that
Right.
enough activity to help me when it comes to truck financing? Just showing that I
That's
have
the way
money
you
coming
do it. You're right on it. You're right on it. I think that is the way to do it.
so I don't have to have like a balance sitting in my business account per se.
It's good not to have a negative balance, right?
Right,
Because like
right,
some situations, you might go one day and get a loan and they want to see your bank activity. So they don't want to see the negative activity, right?
right. Got you.
But if you're doing, if you're doing straight up and down, everything is being paid on time, your money comes in, you switch it over to your personal, and then your business might be at zero again. But you switch the money over and you're paying your bills out your personal account. You're good to go. Right?
Okay.
You got your money going in your business account. So if anybody wants to see what your business is doing, they can see what your business is doing. You know what I mean? So you're doing it right.
Okay.
All right. Do we have something else up in here? I think. Okay. Cool. Collier says his A to B card is a net 70 card. A net 7 card, I think. Yeah. Make sure you know about that, right? And you didn't put anything down on it. Okay, cool. Yeah. So you have to ask them about that A to B card and see who they report to when they report, or the payments that you already made, have they been reported, right? And then you pull your credit report to see that it's on there. And one thing about reading your credit reports is that it doesn't say what trade line it is. It's not going to say, oh, this is the AB. It's going to say fuel or something like petroleum. It's going to be like categories like home and garden, right? Okay, so that's one thing to know about reading your business credit reports. Can you put the link in your webinars or videos in the chat? What link we talking about there? Staying focused has a question there. Can you put the link for your webinars or videos in the chat? Oh, to my YouTube channel. Is that what you mean? When asking who the vendors report to, will we be looking for vendors who report to all business credit reporting for all net 30 accounts? Okay, so when you get these vendors, you want to ask them who they report to. They might only report to one. Most of them only report to one. There's rarely you find vendors that report to more than one. If they report to more than one business credit reporting agency, that's a plus. But most of them only report to one, like Dun & Bradstreet or Experian. Okay, so I hope I answered that question. And you need the link to the other videos. Well, check this out. If you just go to the website, at the top of the website is a YouTube button. You go to that button, all right? And that'll go straight in there to that stuff. Okay. Any more questions? Nothing. I don't see nothing. All right. Cool. I hope I answered that question, Mr. Collier. Cool. Oh, what's up? Did I miss something? All right, cool. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I thank y'all for coming. Like I said, we do these webinars about once a week on a Wednesday, 7 p.m. Go to the website and see my lineup of topics that we have. Bust this. This is non-business related, okay? Non-business related. But I have my 60th birthday coming up, and we are doing some fun stuff. So, and it's gonna be on Zoom. So, I used to be in entertainment, right? So I got all my entertainment guys coming out, the guys that are popular, not so popular, but we know hip hop, and we're gonna do some hip hop. So check this out on let me see how I get y'all there. If you go to Facebook, and this the name of the event is called Deadly MCs, the Cypher. So y'all check that out if y'all want to check that. We're gonna do what we're doing is a MC cypher. I got my first class A grade DJs on the set, and my MCs coming. We just gonna be doing some hip hop. So y'all can see it live on streaming on Zoom and stuff, right? So check that out. And there's no corporate shit going on there, okay? This is gonna be some raw, gritty shit, all right? So just so y'all know, all right. All right, everybody. Thank y'all for coming out. Say it again.
What was the name of the event again?
The event's called Deadly MCs, the Cypher.
Okay.
You go on Facebook.
Looking it up right now.
Yeah, check that out. And the name of the group is called Nation Time Syndicate. That's a hip hop organization I started a long time ago. So it's like a big reunion on my 60th birthday. I did this when I was like in my 20s. And so it's just gonna be some fun shit for me, and for people that like hip hop, we're gonna make a presentation that you'll appreciate. And this is what I do.
I got you.
Happy early birthday, Noel. Thank you.
Thank you, my Alicia. Y'all have a good one. Any more questions before we get out of here? All right. Tamaya, thank you. Thank you. You're wishing me happy birthday, Mom. Miss Miller, thank y'all.
The weekly webinars, are you going to put those on Eventbrite also?
Yeah, the weekly webinars, they are on Eventbrite. If you go to my website and click the events button on the website, you'll see the whole lineup out to October. All right.
Gotcha.
All right. Charlotta says, thank you for all the nuggets. Yeah, we got some gems out there today. Jimmy says, happy birthday, Mr. Booker. Yeah, boy. Appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good one. And hope you'll see y'all out there, because if y'all like hip hop, it's gonna be some shit going down. All right. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good one. I appreciate y'all. See y'all next week. Word is born. Let's get out of here. Peace, y'all.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.